Hi guys, so I was transforming a skirt into harem pants because it's just easier for me to wear pants and the skirt was old and I didn't want to throw it, blah blah blah. So while doing that work, I got two pieces of spare rectangular fabric, barely 7 inches by 4 inches, something like that. And I thought, why waste it when we can make something really cool out of it? So of lately, I've been making a lot of bralettes. One, because it cuts short the whole, not expenditure for me, cut shorts the whole buying mechanism of bras and bralettes. I just have one or two sports bra which works fine for my trekking and yoga and stuff like that. Beyond that, I think bralettes go really, really well with sari, with harem pants, with skirts, with pants, with anything and everything if you know how to carry it off. And so I decided, why not show you guys how I made the bralette. So, ta-da! I transformed the rectangular piece into something like this. It reminds me, now that I'm seeing it on the other side, it reminds me of mountains that we would draw when we were in kindergarten. So yeah, all you have to do is draw a mountain on the fabric, and you need good pair of shears and you just cut it off. Now what is the measurement? The measurement is from this side up until the middle, and again from this side up until here, from where you want your strings to start. I don't really go into the depth of measurement because I do not really sketch out something. I just do it with the eye measurement because I don't make clothes for anybody else. I generally make it for myself and I know my measurement through the eye. And I've been stitching for a long time. But more or less, that is how your measurement is going to be. But whatever your measurement turns out to be after this and this, what I want you to do is add 1.5 inch extra on all sides. Whenever you chop fabric, always have 1.5 or 2 inches extra for seam allowance, because if you have more fabric you can always go ahead and chop it off, but if you have lesser fabric it's going to be an issue and it's a pain in the ass to attach more fabric, so it doesn't look good, the finishing doesn't come out very well. So after you're done drawing and chopping off the mountains, these are 2 layers, might I remind you, what we have to do is stitch the entire side so the 2 layers come together. Okay, now how do we do the stitch? First things first, when we do the stitching, we need to have the right sides together so that the wrong sides is what you get to see. So the right side will be on the inside and the wrong side will be on the outside. And there are quite a number of stitchings that we can do. The stitch that I will be doing is a run stitch, with every 5th stitch being a back stitch interlock. Now these are things that you can always go ahead and search in YouTube. Of course, I will give you links on basic stitches and back stitches. So all you have to do is stitch this entire portion around. While you're doing this, you need to make sure that you also attach your strings for your neck as well as the string that you're going to tie behind. Now you can choose elastic, of course, or what you can do is, this is another piece of fabric which was lying around from some other work that I was doing. So I chopped off a strip from there and I'm going to make strings using this technique. So one fold and then second fold and then that fold on top of the other. So that way you will be stitching this entire thing around and then chopping it into half. And after that, what you will be doing is you're going to attach it here. So it's going to be something like this. It's going to come up like this. Now what I do is, instead of having a joint strip like this, I just have 2 strips. I actually prefer something like this, 2 strips, so that I can tie and you can keep it as long as you want. If you want, after tying the knot, you have dangling strips from behind. So after stitching, you have the 2 strips here, and you can tie it here. Similarly, please attach 2 strips behind, and yeah, your bralette is going to be almost ready. The one other thing that I generally do is give a nice, I don't know what it is called formally, I call it an angular stitch. So what you will do is you're going to take the one breast size of the bralette that you have, you're going to fold it into half, and you're going to diagonally do a stitch. That is what you need to do. It's just going to give you a better fitting out here, primarily because this side is smaller than this side. So when you do a diagonal stitch, it's going to be something like this. So it's going to cover it up like that. Yeah, I'm very comfortable with my body, so I don't mind being explicit about it. If this seems obscene for anybody, please let me know. Nothing will change, but sorry for the inconvenience. So you're going to have a kind of shape which will be like this. Yeah, and I will be attaching the final product once it is done. And there you go. Why throw a piece of fabric when you change it into a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful product? Let's see how it turns out to be.